I'm very happy to be back again in Bengaluru, and I have today two programs. I think tomorrow
Yes,
two programs also. I think it is very good that I'm beginning with the press, with the media. Great pleasure to see you all. Yesterday, I think all of you know that BJP released its Sankalp Patra, the manifesto, and what we do have done in the manifesto is really to put out our record of 10 years, what we have achieved in the last 10 years, but also to put before the people what is our plan for the next 5 years after this election, where we hope very much that we will get the blessings of the people, and also a pathway for the next 25 years, which is how to create a blueprint, a pathway for Viksit Bharat. So all of that has been laid out in the manifesto. I think you can see in many ways that Modi's guarantee is the record of the last 10 years. It is also therefore a guarantee that the guarantee will be implemented for the next 5 years and further on create the pathway for the next 25 years. And if one looks at the last 10 years, you can see already 10 years ago we were among the fragile 5 economy. Today we are in the top 5 economy. We are not only growing, but the growth has also been inclusive. That if you look at the scale, the massive scale of the various programs, the yojanas and the initiatives, and Karnataka people in Karnataka, like in every other state of India, have been major beneficiaries of this. That we have actually grown, but in a way in which we have carried every section of the population with us, whether it is the poor people, whether it is the young people, whether it is the farmers, whether it is women-led development. So that is one part of what we have done, and you can see this result today that 250 million, 25 crore people have come out of poverty in the last 10 years, which is really for us a record. The second very big challenge which happened in these 10 years, which we all know, has been COVID, that we have dealt with COVID. We have dealt with COVID not only by creating the infrastructure for that, but by also being among the first countries to actually make vaccines and invent vaccines and to get the vaccination done, because many countries, even developed countries, actually struggled to deal with COVID. Then you can see for the ordinary citizen how much actually the ease of living has improved their daily life, how much their infrastructure, particularly after the Gati Shakti initiative, how much the infrastructure today has grown, that this is today an India which is every day building 28 kilometers of highway and 14 kilometers of railway track. So if you look at the pace of the infrastructure, we are building 8 airports every year, 7 to 8 new airports every year. So this is something where actually the delivery of the Modi Sarkar has been very, very strong. And of course, the subject which I deal with very directly, which is our global standing, our global prestige. You can see, how we chaired the G20, how we actually helped to do vaccine Maitri with 100 countries, how we have actually looked after Indians, secured Indians who are living abroad through various operations. Many of them are people from Karnataka state also, Operation Ganga, Operation Kaveri, Operation Ajay have been in recent times. And how firmly we have actually countered the challenge of terrorism, cross-border terrorism, that it was not like what it used to be in the UPA days where we just accepted it and were helpless. Today, if there is cross-border terrorism, there is a very strong reply back to it. Now, in terms of the specifics of the manifesto, there is a lot out there, but I would particularly highlight some things which I think are very relevant to this election. One, of course, the fact that, the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, which has been really giving free rations of 5 kilos of rice in this state to people. Today, 80 crore people in India benefit from it. It is not only necessary, for their food requirements, but actually very vital part of the nutrition. So there is a commitment here that this will be continued for 5 years more. Similarly, the Awas Yojana, which already across the country has created 4 crore houses. There is a target of increasing this by another 3 crores more. For every household, the electricity bill will come down by Surya Ghar Yojana, where there will be rooftop solarization and the benefits from that. In terms of health, because that is something particularly after COVID, which is so important for people, all citizens above 70 will be eligible for free access to Ayushman Bharat, Jan Arogya Yojana, and also this very successful scheme of Jan Aushadhi Kendra, which I know in Bengaluru has really taken off quite well. We are committed to expanding it. In terms of support for employment, one of course with the Mudra loan amount, which is 10 lakhs, we will increase it to 20 lakhs. We will expand funding for startups. I think that is something which is very relevant in Bengaluru. But most important, there is a commitment to increase manufacturing, because I think many of you know that from the time our reform started in the 1990s till 2014, till Narendra Modi became Prime Minister, actually manufacturing was neglected. And today we have done a lot to increase the scale of manufacturing in this country. And we want to ensure that India becomes an electronics hub, it becomes a defense hub, it becomes a semiconductor hub, it becomes a space hub. We see in auto and electric vehicles. So this whole manufacturing, particularly sunrise sectors, is something where we see a lot of possibilities. I think it is also something which is very, very relevant to the youth of Karnataka. There is, of course, in the manifesto, a commitment to a Surakshit Bharat. But on the economic side, we have again a very strong record to show to the country that today our exports are at a record high, but we want to take it forward. We want to get India connected to the global value chains. We want, as I said, to become, we are very confident that in the coming years we will emerge as the third largest economy, and this also will create many more employment possibilities. There is a big segment in the manifesto about foreign relations. I don't want to talk too much about it, because when foreign ministers talk about foreign relations, they don't stop very easily. So I just make the key points today. That today we are seen as a Vishwa Bandhu, that our global prestige is very high. We executed the G20 responsibility very well. On most major issues of the day, it is something, where what we say, the positions we take, all these really make an impact on the world. And we want today to emerge as a civilizational power. I had mentioned the segment on Surakshit Bharat, which is the defense, the security of India. Here, whether it is countering terrorism or whether it is today safeguarding the border, we are today taking strong positions. The posture of the Modi government has been very, very clear. I think from 2014 onwards, and we have today new challenges which are coming up in terms of cyber, maritime, etc. Now, I just want to from there switch gears briefly, speak a little bit about Karnataka itself. I think for us, I spoke about infrastructure. I know today the foundation stone, which has been laid for the suburban railway with a commitment of 16,000 crores, will have an enormous impact on Bengaluru as it is completed. I also recognize today the second terminal at the Kempagoda International Airport and the second runway there. In the last few years, too, Vande Bharat trains have been started in Bengaluru. I think in Karnataka, I think one from Bengaluru to Belgavi, I think one from Chennai to Mysore. On the highway side, on electronics, again, because this is very much a city of IT, it is a city of electronics. I think the boost that we are going to give to semiconductors and the additional electronic clusters that we are going to build up across the country, including more in Karnataka, I think that is something which is very important. I also know from my own past personal association, this has been very much a pioneering city for manufacturing innovation in India. That this is a city which boasts of HAL, which boasts of BHEL, which boasts of BEL, which boasts of BEML, so which boasts of ITI. So I know this city. have lived in this city. I have an association with this city. And today, one of the points we would make, when we speak about Make in India, that HAL share price, I think today, the same HAL 5 years ago, which people said you are in danger. Today, HAL's work order is full. Its share price is at I think 3,600 and something today. So what I want to say is two things at the end of it all, which is that one, in terms of our own national progress, I think it's very important that we have a government with a strong majority which will continue to carry out reforms, which will take bold measures, which will be able to think big, which will be able to meet the aspirations of the poorest persons through the yojanas, but also the aspirations of the youth, so that we are not left behind, so that the industries which are rest of the world, because we are today moving into an age of IT and AI and chips and electric vehicles and solar. So for this age, there is a lot of new opportunities there. We believe that a forward-looking government which will look not only 5 years but has a pathway beyond. This government should have its hand strengthened. Prime Minister Modi must have his hand strengthened by more members of parliament from different parts of India. And secondly, when I look at the international situation as a foreign minister, today we have one conflict in Ukraine, one conflict in Israel, Gaza. We are looking at tension in the Red Sea area, in the Arabian Sea area. We are having challenges in the Indo-Pacific, lot of challenges on boundaries of different countries in Asia. So it's going to be a very difficult, I would say, years ahead. For such a period, we need an experienced leader. We need somebody who has global understanding, who has global respect, and that is Prime Minister Modi. So I will therefore, the message with which I have come to Bengaluru, to Karnataka, is Mattome Modi. Thank you very much.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ